At the beginning of the story, we see a driver named Baby who stops his car in front of a bank. Baby is going to rob this bank today. Baby isn't alone on this mission. He has 3 partners with him. One is named Buddy. Buddy's wife Monica is also on the team. And the 4th man is Griff. Now, according to the plan, these 3 put on masks and head inside the bank. Baby waits for them in the car. Inside, they take hostages and rob the bank. They come straight back and get into the car, but just then the police arrive. Griff tells Baby to drive forward, but instead of going forward, Baby shifts into reverse, turns around, and takes a different route. Baby knew the police had blocked the road ahead and they would get caught that way. Here, Baby starts driving fast to escape the police, but the police don't stop chasing them. Baby shows off his driving skills, maneuvers around the cops, and gets far away from them. The 3 partners in the back seat are shocked to see Baby's driving. When they reach the main highway, another police car gets behind them, and a helicopter starts tracking them from above. But Baby acts smartly. He pulls his car between 2 identical red cars that were called in advance, tricks the police, and slips away. He reaches a parking yard where the 4 of them switch cars and head to their boss's place. Their boss was already waiting for them. Actually, the boss is the mastermind behind the whole mission. He plans city bank robberies and hires people to carry out the heists. Today, the boss is very happy because his people robbed the bank. And thanks to Baby's driving skills, the police couldn't catch them this time either. The boss gives each of them their share one by one. Baby also gets a share, but seeing this makes Griff angry. He asks the boss, "Why are you giving this driver a share when the 3 of us did all the work alone and Baby just drove the car?" The boss replies, "You 3 are only alive because of Baby. If he hadn't gotten you out of there at the right time, the police would have put you in jail." Hearing this, Griff can't snatch the money from Baby while the boss is there, so he starts teasing him instead. He tells his partners that Baby is very weird. He doesn't say anything and listens to music all the time. Then, Griff takes Baby's glasses and puts them on himself. Baby gets very angry, but he doesn't want to get into a useless fight, so he takes another pair of glasses out of his pocket and puts them on. After a while, everyone starts to leave. Baby goes with his boss, and the boss takes all of Baby's money. We find out that Baby owes his boss a lot of debt, so after every job, the boss takes his entire share. The boss tells Baby, "Now you just have to do one more big robbery for me, and after that, your debt will be cleared." Then the boss gives Baby a stack of cash and leaves. Baby returns home and hides that stack of cash in his secret spot, where he had already hidden more money. After this, we learn that Baby is an orphan. When he was a child, his parents died in a car accident. That's why Baby adopted a man named Brandon. Brandon is disabled and cannot hear. Baby considers Brandon his father and always takes care of him. We see a tape recorder with Baby. Actually, wherever Baby goes, he records people's conversations and turns those recordings into music at home. Today, Baby recorded his boss's voice and creates a beat using it. Later, Baby goes to a cafe. He visits this cafe often because he likes a girl who works there named Deborah. He keeps coming back, and Deborah likes Baby too. Whenever he comes to the cafe, she gets very happy to see him. Days pass, and one day while Baby is at home, he gets a call from the boss telling him to get ready for a new mission. The next day, he goes to the boss's place where the boss introduces him to a new group. One partner named Bats, another named JD, and a third who is Chinese. Baby has to do his next mission with these 3. Bats and his 2 partners make fun of Baby's glasses and earphones. Bats says, "This burger kid won't last with us." Bats asks Baby what song he's listening to, but Baby doesn't answer. Then their boss tells the 3 criminals that Baby has a condition called tinnitus, where his ears ring constantly. That's why Baby always listens to music, so he doesn't have to hear those scary noises. Hearing this, the 3 of them stop making fun of him. Then the boss explains the plan, drawing a map on a board. When Bats sees that Baby isn't listening to the plan and is instead enjoying himself by tapping beats on the table with his fingers, he gets very angry. He tells the boss, "Baby didn't listen to the plan, so I won't go on a heist with this burger kid, because we could all get caught." But the boss knew that whether Baby is listening to songs or enjoying himself, his attention is always on him, and he remembers everything he says. To show the others Baby's true face, the boss asks Baby about the plan. Baby recites the plan to them exactly as the boss had explained it. Bats and his two partners are shocked. After this, the four of them set out to rob the bank. A while later, Baby drops them off at the bank. Bats goes inside with his two partners, and they easily rob the bank and come out. However, Bats kills a security guard for no reason. Baby feels very bad seeing this and realizes Bats is a terrible person who can kill anyone unnecessarily. Just as they are about to leave, a stranger who realized they robbed the bank starts firing at them. Baby quickly drives the car away, but the man keeps chasing them. Bats is about to shoot the man, but Baby swerves the car off the road onto another one, saving the man's life because Baby didn't want Bats to kill him. Now the police are after them too, so Baby drives fast. Further ahead, they get stuck in traffic. They quickly get out of the car, steal a car from a woman, and somehow get out of there. They head to a parking area where they split into pairs, get into two different cars, and reach the boss's hideout. Baby brings coffee for everyone. Since there were 4 people on the team, Baby brought 4 coffees, but he sees that the Chinese partner is missing. Baby asks Bats where he went. Bats replies that the guy dropped his gun on the way and could have gotten them all caught, so he killed him. Baby is furious with Bats, but since this was Baby's last mission, he doesn't think too much about the murder. The boss divides the shares equally, and everyone leaves with their cut. But as usual, the boss takes Baby's share and gives him just 1 stack. He tells Baby, "Your debt is settled. You're free. But before you go, just do one small favor for me." He opens a car trunk containing the body of the Chinese man Bats killed. The boss tells Baby to dispose of the car and the body, and after that, he'll be completely free. Baby follows the boss's orders, takes the car to a scrapyard, crushes it into junk, and erases any trace of the Chinese man. Now Baby was truly free, so he goes straight to Deborah and asks her out. Deborah happily agrees. Days pass, and they grow closer. One day, Deborah asks Baby about his work. Baby says he used to be a driver but has quit and is now looking for a job. A few days later, we see Baby working as a delivery boy. He is happy with this life. He works part-time and spends most of his time with Deborah. But one day, when Baby takes Deborah to a restaurant for a date, the boss is also there. Baby tries to ignore him, but the boss sees him and calls him over. First, he asks how Baby is doing. Then he says, "Business hasn't been good since you left. You were lucky for me, and everything went perfectly when you were working with me. I want you to work for me again." Baby refuses, but the boss says, "I know you don't have money and you're working as a delivery boy. If you work with me, you'll earn a lot of money in a few days." The boss tries to lure him, saying, "You've paid off your debt, so I won't take any of your share this time. Also, you can quit whenever you want, but for now, you must work for me." Baby was happy with his current life and didn't want to step back into the world of crime, so he flatly refuses. The boss gets very angry and says, "I was trying to be nice, but if you don't listen, I know you love Deborah, I'll kill her. You know what I'm capable of." Baby gets scared and agrees to work. The next day, the boss takes Baby to a post office and tells him to go inside with his nephew. This post office was the next target. The boss wanted Baby to scout the place, how many guards, where the cameras were. He sends his nephew along so no one suspects anything. Baby looks around carefully while the nephew talks to the manager. The manager is a kind-hearted woman. She treats the nephew nicely and gives him a candy. Baby joins them, and the lady speaks kindly to him too. Afterward, Baby takes the kid back to the boss's car and gives him every detail about the post office. The next day, Baby goes to the meeting spot and sees the boss has hired Bats, Buddy, and Monica again. The boss explains the plan. There is a lot of money in the post office and they must steal it. But it won't be easy because security is very strict. The boss sends the four of them to a dealer to get weapons. On the way, Bat stops at a supermarket and kills the shopkeeper for no reason. Baby feels terrible. He hates this habit of Bat's. They reach the dealer, who shows them guns. Suddenly, Bats shoots and kills the dealer. The dealer's men attack them and a gunfight breaks out. Buddy, Bats, and Monica kill all of the dealer's men. Buddy and Monica get angry at Bats and ask why he shot the dealer. Bats says the dealer was with a cop, and they would have been arrested otherwise. On the way back to the boss, Bats sees a cafe and tells Baby to stop. But Baby doesn't stop because Deborah worked there, and he was afraid Bats would kill her. Bats forces him to stop. Inside, Deborah takes their order. She looks at Baby, but he doesn't look back once because he doesn't want anyone to know about their relationship. Deborah understands Baby is at work. After they eat, Deborah brings the bill. Bats gets angry and reaches for his gun to kill her. But Baby grabs his hand and pays the bill himself. When Deborah looks at the bill, she sees a message Baby left. "I'll come at 2 a.m. Wait for me." Back at the hideout, the boss is furious. He asks why they killed the gun dealer. Bat says one was a cop. The boss reveals that the cop was actually his informant, and they shouldn't have killed him. Now the police are searching everywhere, so the boss cancels the post office plan. Bat says he doesn't care and wants to do the robbery anyway. Buddy and Monica agree. The boss asks Baby if he's ready. Baby thinks for a moment and says yes, thinking he'll do this one last job and then leave the country forever with Deborah. The boss warns them it's high risk and they could die. At night, while everyone is asleep, Baby tries to sneak away in the car to meet Deborah as promised. But Bats and Buddy catch him. Bats has Baby's tape recorder and has listened to all the recordings. Bats suspects Baby is a police informant. Baby explains he's not an informant. It's just his hobby to record conversations and make music. He says he has many tapes at home that prove it. Bats doesn't believe him, knocks him out, goes to his house, takes all the tapes, and brings them to the boss. When the boss turns on a tape, he hears his own voice and gets furious, thinking Baby is a mole. He tells them to call another driver. Baby explains again that he isn't a mole. If he were, the boss would have been arrested years ago. He tells the boss he only heard the recording, not the music. When the boss listens to a track where his voice is mixed with a beat, his suspicion vanishes, and he puts Baby back on the job. The next day, Baby drives them to the post office. The three go inside while Baby waits. Baby sees the kind manager lady about to enter and signals her not to go inside because it's dangerous. She understands and walks away, then calls a police officer. Buddy, Monica, and Bats come out with the money, and Bats shoots and kills the officer. They get in the car and tell Baby to floor it. But Baby doesn't listen because Bats is a piece of garbage who kills for no reason. And today was the day to teach him a lesson. Bats tells him again to drive, but Baby refuses. Bats hits Baby in the face with his gun. Baby loses control, floors it, and crashes the car into a truck carrying metal rebar. The rebar impales Bats through the chest, killing him. Baby's plan was to get them all killed so he could live a good life with Deborah. The police arrive. Baby, Buddy, and Monica run. Monica and Buddy fire at the police and try to steal a car. But Baby rams his car into theirs so they can't escape. In the shootout, Monica is hit and dies. Baby grabs the bag of money and runs. Buddy, enraged, tells Baby, "My wife died because of you," and starts shooting at him. Baby escapes, steals a car from an old lady after saying sorry, and goes home. He gives all his money to Brandon and leaves him outside an assisted living home. Then he goes to the cafe to get Deborah, but Buddy is already there waiting to kill her to get revenge for Monica. Baby distracts Buddy and manages to shoot and wound him. Baby and Deborah steal a car at gunpoint and go to the boss's place to get Baby's cassette tapes because they hold his favorite memories. The boss is angry because Baby ruined everything, but when he sees Deborah, he realizes Baby is trying to start a new life. He gives him the tapes and a bag of money, telling him he has to leave the country or he'll end up behind bars. As the three of them get into an elevator, it opens to find 3 men from the gun dealer's team. They start shooting to avenge their boss. The boss tells Baby and Deborah to run and fights the men alone. Buddy arrives in a stolen police car and kills the boss, then goes after Baby. Baby rams his car into Buddy's car, sending it flying off the edge of a parking garage. Buddy jumps out before it falls, holds Baby at gunpoint, and fires shots right next to his ears. The loud noise causes Baby immense pain because of his tinnitus. Just as Buddy is about to kill him, Deborah hits Buddy in the arm with a tire iron. Buddy grabs Deborah and starts strangling her, but Baby picks up Buddy's gun and shoots Buddy in the leg. Buddy loses his balance and falls to his death. Baby is badly injured and passes out. Deborah puts him in the car and drives away. By morning, Baby wakes up. Further down the road, they see a police blockade. Deborah tries to turn around, but Baby stops her. Baby says it's time to pay for his crimes and surrenders to the police. The scene shifts to a courtroom where Brandon, Deborah, and the post office manager testify on Baby's behalf, saying he saved their lives. The judge sentences Baby to 25 years, with the possibility of parole in 5. 5 years later, we see Baby walking out of prison. Deborah is there to pick him up. They hug, and the story ends. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel and like the video.